And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Baltimore Orioles.
Feel it coming my way with a strange howling sound. Got my head spinning right back to you. I had a hard living, proving myself to you. I never played a hand of poker, but my game face is strong. I'll never show you my hand, and I'll always prove you wrong.
And this is the rubber match, Ziggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next.
Don't back down, we rise up. We stand tall.
Just about set to go now. And towing the slab, Dean Kramer. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And now, Stephen Kwan. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So up next, Will Brennan. 2 for 10 in the series. Chopped out in front of the plate. Over to first. One out in the top of the first.
Batting third baseman Jose.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Gabriel Arias.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Jose Ramirez. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. And the Guardians jump in front. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. In the dirt,
no strike.
ball one. Santana with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Next offering in there for a strike.
I got one
Strike
ball, one
one.
strike.
And a swing and a miss.
Man, that was
One ball,
pretty gross right
2
there.
strikes.
One out, bases empty. That
2
one
balls,
way
2
inside.
strikes.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Outside low, and it's a full count. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Yeah, the batter now, David Fry. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Still only one out here in the inning. Fry with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. Just missed.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
There's a strike. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Plays the plate. Got it.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Naylor at the plate now. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
0-1. Yeah. 0-2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Oriole Park. And on the mound today, Gavin Williams. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins.
0-1's the count.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
On the ground, Orioles. And a quick out, number 1. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning. Everything shifts and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Ryan O'Hearn, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So digging in, Gunnar Henderson with 3 hits on the series and 1 of them a homer. Henderson with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's out number 2. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. O'Neill working through some struggles lately. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
In the air, left field. Kwan settles underneath it. And that'll do it. And the Orioles leave one, and they're down 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Lane Thomas. Kramer back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Thomas getting the start in center, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games.
Boog, our man Darryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
That clips a corner. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. And delivers outside. Just off the outside corner. And now it's 3-2. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location.
And in one hops the wall. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And here is Gabriel Arias. Ripped on the ground to second. Mateo sends it to first. 1 out in the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Brian Rocchio now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And there's a foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Cowser makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they lead by 3.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Two outs. And that's downstairs.
2 strikes.
Going to count 1 and 2. Fastball is outside.
Ball 2.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Guardians 3 and the Orioles nothing. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westberg. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. That one's got a chance. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Williams. He isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. No outs. Runner on second. And that one almost got him. Man at second.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Cody Mayo, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Westberg at second, Cowser at first with no outs. Foul ball there.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Slider misses outside. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it. Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
That misses, and that's ball 1.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one not close. 2-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And foul as it bangs off the fence. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Jorge Mateo now. That one misses. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And a pitch. Swings through that.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. lands another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. Guardians 3 and the Orioles nothing.
I tell you what, I think we all just jumped across that line. Oh, honey, I'll bring you with me if I know you have the time.
Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. First pitch just misses. Nobody out, runner at first. Base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. He reached out a walk his first time. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. O'Neill hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter David Fry.
David Fry digs in now. Doubled his first time up. Check swing called strike. Activity in the bullpen. Albert Suarez up and loosening in the pen. Morton also throwing. Brennan, the lead runner at second. Ramirez over at first with one away. That one ran inside, almost got him. This one high in the air to left center. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Bo Naylor.
Now a chance for Bo Naylor.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
First offering, and it just misses. And that is out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. O'Hearn makes the catch, and that is that. So they strand a pair. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Guardians 3 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Send shivers down my spine, giving me peace of mind. Yeah, girl, let's slide all night long. Oh, I like the way you move it. I got to let you know. Let's work.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Another 0-2 count
No
right
ball,
here.
2
Pitcher
strikes.
just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
O'Hearn stands in now and watches strike 1. And that one fouled off. And that one missing low.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And there's a
Inside,
ball.
ball 2.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. His second of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 3-1.
Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty, 1 away. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Late on that fastball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the 3rd. And that's through there for a strike. 1 and 2.
1 ball,
Well, Chris, through
2
the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
O'Neill hits low, second trip to the plate in this one. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
That's to third. Ramirez tosses to first, and that is that. Orioles close the gap on the homer, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Blaze Thomas.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. 0 for 1 so far. Swinging a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball. And that one is downstairs. Now 1-2. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Here's a 1-2. And that's outside.
Off the plate.
Swing and a chopper out to short. On to O'Hearn. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Makes the catch, inning over.
Let's take them higher now, take them to a higher ground. Against all odds, now you can't tie us down. Stronger, baby, now we don't cry it loud. All we know is how to get it started when they rounds. Yeah, and this is more than you ever know.
Back here in Baltimore, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jordan Westburg. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's downstairs and outside.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser, walked his first time.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. The Orioles down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Next is the designated hitter, Comey Mayo. Struck out swinging his first time. Inside, and it's 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that misses off the outside edge. That one almost got him.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Adley Rutschman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. In there at the knees. Next offering is fouled back. Mayo off of first with 2 away. Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We've played 4. Guardians 3 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Left fielder, Stephen Clark.
Kramer back to work. Ball 1 there. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Into center and a base hit. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Now batting, right fielder, Will Brennan.
And now Will Brennan, 1 for 2. And that's outside. Brennan measures 6 feet even, 200 pounds, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Clips the corner. That is strike 2. Runner at first with no outs here. And that one is inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Dean Kramer out of the game, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Albert Suarez.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
One ball.
In the dirt. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the fifth. Now one missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff.
That one ripped. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. One run across. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well done. Drives in the run. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
So two in scoring position with one out. And next is the designated hitter, David Fry. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And 1-2. Brennan on third. Santana at second with one away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 on, 1 out. Base hit, 1 run in already. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline. It's 6-1.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 2 in this one. A little bit low. And that's ball 1. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lane Thomas.
Here comes Lane Thomas. Thomas started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. The 1-0. Fought off foul, and you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. The 1-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Runners at first and second with one gone. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Has grounded out a couple of times. And there's a strike.
0-1.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. Got it. They limit the damage here. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Guardians 6 and the Orioles 1. Well, there's a sign from the crew chief. We are officially in a rain delay, as they'll put the tarp on the infield and hope this one passes quickly.
Well, the goal is to resume play within the hour, so that leaves these managers with a bit of a decision. And will they be able to keep their pitchers in the game or not? So we'll have to see on the other side, folks.
Now pitching for
Welcome
Cleveland.
back, and we have good news. The tarp is off the field, the weather is cleared, and we're about ready to resume play. Joey Cantillo takes the mound as the new arm after a 45-minute break, and we are ready to roll. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom of the inning, and stepping in is the speedy Jorge Mateo.
You know, these Orioles, they just haven't been able to put the bat on the ball as often as they'd like. The strikeout has been a big issue, but at least they're going down swinging. Got to get the ball in play, though. It's time to change up the approach to focus on making simple contact and just go from there.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. Close, but called a ball. 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's inside.
That's inside.
The Guardians leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5.
Hey.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Catcher has it, fires to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No play, that's an infield single. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's
Oh, that's
inside. And that is ball one. That one hit the knees for a strike. Fastball
Oh,
is
that's out.
outside. O'Hearn leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
There's the strike.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
Just
Inside,
missing
ball
there. And the count 1-2. And the
Ball
sweeper
2.
is off the plate. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. 2-2 now. In the air, right field. Brennan on the run towards the line. Reaching down and makes the grab. Orioles strand a couple. They trail it 6-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Brian Rocchio. And a curve misses outside. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Yennier Cano, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Perez, the lefty, warming up as well. That one off the mark. Outside. Ball 2. And that one hammered. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. And you know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Back to the top of the lineup. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians.
Ball 1,
that one
no
inside.
strike.
Look out.
Two and 0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
In the dirt, and the count is 3-1. On the corner for a strike.
3-2.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
Now batting, right fielder, Will Brennan.
First and second, no outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Will Brennan. Strike 1.
Oh, this is a case of just slowing the game down. Sometimes you get so concerned with getting the job done, you forget that you still have to get a good pitch to do the job with.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. He flips it to second in time. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered in this game. And that one fouled off. That's a base hit as a run scores. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Santana. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Now a long throw home. Slides his hand in there. Save. It's 8-1.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now the Orioles
David
manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Albert Suarez gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Coming on for the Orioles, Charlie Morton.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Next to hit, David Fry. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And that one's gone into the bleachers. His 4th home run of the season. It's 11-1.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
1 out, base is empty. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Ripped to short. Henderson over to first in time. Gets the catcher by a step.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Plenty of offense to this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Swing and a foul out of play. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. That's down and in. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Arias in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Misses again, 5 in a row. And a swing and a miss there.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
In the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Brian Rocchio, the next to hit. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that's the 3rd out. Guardians put up 3 on this homer. To the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
pitching for
Back now
Cleveland.
for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Herron.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting. Right fielder. Colton.
Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser. He's 0 for 1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting. The designated hitter. Kobe.
2 outs, base is empty. Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles. He is struck out, and he is walked. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that is downstairs. 1 and 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
And there's a ball.
We got 2 balls.
2
1
down,
strike.
nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch misses inside. And that's ball 3. And that's ball 4. Tried another slurve, but couldn't find his zone.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Rutschman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That's off the inside corner, and it's a ball and a strike. Mayo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Popped up. Ramirez pulls it down, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs, no base. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan. In the air, left field, down the line. And that one hops the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Now batting. 3rd baseman. Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. First pitch misses. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. Out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add on. It's 13-1.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That's all for Charlie Morton, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Yennier Cano will take over here
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
The Guardians up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing, called strike. Way inside, gets out of the way. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Man at second with 1 away. And now the DH, David Fry.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And he chases a high fastball there.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And Naylor swings through that one.
0-1.
And that misses. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Coming home. He will score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Thomas at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Not close with that one. And the count 1-2.
The count.
This one in the dirt. And now it's 3-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Got him swinging. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Cleveland's out front, 14-1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Second baseman, Jorge Mateo.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Way high.
Oh, that's too high.
And that drops in for a strike. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now it's going to be Cedric Mullins. There's the strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Mateo gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. Just off the inside edge. On the ground to short, could be 2. Rocchio tossed to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Up next for the Orioles.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. Just missed. Man at first, one away. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Ball to strike. The pitch. Aye. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss, and 2 away now.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Right through there, got him. That's out number 3. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Cano back to work. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. O'Hearn makes the grab, 1 down. So up next, Brian Rocchio. Cano, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Henderson on the run, throw to first, and he can't come up with it.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Mullins whips it back in. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Brennan, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Hit in the air out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. And everyone is thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah, they're thinking, will he do it again? He's already homered twice, and most recently in the 7th. This guy's left a huge mark on this game.
As well as on the baseball. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering is fouled back. First and second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. Way inside. And that's a fair ball. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they extend their lead.
The first baseman,
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Yennier Cano is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Brian Baker.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. And that's outside. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one looks like trouble. 1 run is in. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. So man aboard. Now it's the Guardians DH, David Fry.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Falling behind 2-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The changeup missing. 3-2 down. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they get 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. Guardians on top, 17-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Cade Smith.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Tyler O'Neill getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
Tyler O'Neill.
And a foul ball.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
That hit him.
That got him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Man at first, nobody out. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
1-1.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Tapped softly on the ground. Rocchio. There's one, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Westberg, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Going back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Plenty of extra carry on that ball to right there. Almost got out of here thanks to the wind. It's whipping right now.
Now it's the DH, Kobe Mayo. Right through there for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom half of the eighth inning.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That's towards center. Thomas settles under it. And that ends the inning.
Look at me. I feel so powerful. Look at me.
Back here in Baltimore, all set for the start of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Mullins makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, center fielder Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty.
That's out.
Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
And that's a little bit high. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Three and two.
too high, and it's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. My partner, known for being a touch hacktastic. All right, you walked 130 times.
Oh my goodness!
In your career,
I can't even believe. I'd win.
130
when did that
times.
happen?
Yeah.
I don't even, seriously, I don't believe that.
Arias in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
One ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, blocked.
Ball, that's out.
That one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So first and second with 1 gone. Now it's the shortstop, Brian Rocchio. Inside and hit him.
That ball got him.
Boog, you have any memorable hit by pitches yourself? Maybe high school, college?
No, but I almost did get decapitated by a foul ball at Old Tiger Stadium. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Kowser puts it away. Runners tagging from second and third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And the lead continues to grow.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. That one down the line, and foul ball. Arias, the runner at third. Rocchio on at first with 2 down. Just
Outside,
missed.
that's a ball.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and they extend their lead. Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Brian Baker won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, Keegan Aiken. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. So 2 on with 2 away. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Right side. And it drops in. 1 run across. Another comes in to score in there safely.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Two outs with a man at third. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 4th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 23-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. In the air, center field. Mullins sizes this one up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Guardians lead it 23-1. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. And the pitch. Line drive. Makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman.
And next for the Orioles, Jorge Mateo. And that's
Inside,
off
ball one.
the inside edge. And it's 1-0. And another
Inside,
ball.
2.
That
That's
one
ball
misses. 3-0. Outside, and it's ball 4.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Cedric Mullins now at the plate. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and 2 groundouts. Pitch is in there. 0-1. There's the strike at the knees. Cut on and lifted in the air. Thomas on his way over. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Now Ryan O'Hearn. And
Ball,
misses
catch
inside. And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The Orioles down to their final strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Mateo off of first with 2 away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here, and you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take that series again.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.